Hello? Uh, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Okay. My name is Logan Castaneda, and I am to be interviewing with you today to hopefully get the position of data analyst. All right. And you said you were looking for the position of data analysis, right? Correct. So, to start off, why are you interested in working here? I am interested in working here because I just finished a summer employment, basically an internship of home solutions of online insurance. And when I saw your job description, I saw that it was relatively similar to it. So here I am, and hopefully it would be relatively similar so I can transfer my skills over. How did you hear about this position? I heard it from a friend of the family. Uh, Basically, she used to work here before until she retired. Uh, and yeah, she gave me lots of recommendations for it. And what was this person's name? Her name was Lorraine Vermont. Oh, her. Yeah, she was a relatively nice person. She fit in with everyone within our company. She saw some really good results as well. So I'm glad someone of that caliber is actually recommending you. If you decide to stay with us for a long period of time, let's say for about 5 or 10 years, where do you see yourself? Basically, I see myself in a little bit of a mentor's position then, where you get more people to put into data analysis page, and I'll be there to help guide them through it so we can reach peak efficiency relatively at a faster pace. Either that or I'll be more out in the field and actually collecting said data, and hopefully I'll end up being more accurate in it to be like a little bit more of a reliever for these data analysis. Depending on how long you stay with us, you might be needing to travel. Are you willing to do so? Yes, yes, I am. I see from your resume that you have done multiple customer service jobs. How would you deal with an irritated customer? All right. So, how I would deal with an irritated customer is for first of all, I need to not get stressed, like at all. I just need to act like this is part of my job, and at the end of the day, they just want what they want. If they ask for too many little demands, I would have to send them off because at the end of the day, there will be a disrupting towards the other customers on there. Back in customer service, if their demands are relatively reasonable, we will try to help them as much as we can. But at the point where we can't help them, then at that point, we just have to basically send them to the manager. Obviously, if they ask for it, and if we can't get them what they want, for the most part, you either storm off or continue shopping, looking for something else. But either way, we will try to be as courteous and careful towards them at all costs. Now, with this position, you will be put into teams of different people, where you will have one person chosen as a leader. And with that being said, are you a leader or are you more of a follower? If you have traits of both, please tell me some of your experiences of being a leader. This can be either in your professional world or this can be either in your education, your college education. Uh, so I have more cases of being a follower than a leader. More in terms of my work experience, it's more follower. I listen to what my bosses have to say, and there you go. I follow them, and I try to carry out to the best of my ability. When it comes to leadership, though, that's more towards my college classes. Back specifically back when I had to take a director's role for my principles of directing, I had to basically ensure them that this is my vision of what I want, and I try to lead them into what it is instead of basically forcing them to do so. Try to make it a little bit more comfortable for them to make it seem like it was possible for them to do so. And the end product is, although I was still an amateur, it was relatively pretty decent. So I'm sure that even with that, that if I'm going to take a leader's position here, or if I decide to leave the company, like retire or such, hopefully I'll be able to collect some skills from it that will help me become a better leader. Do you have any questions for me before we end this? Uh, yes. Uh, what are your work hours anyway? What are those like? When it comes to our work hours, most of our employees work from 7 to 4 or 8 to 5. How about parking? Is it private or is it public? And we have to watch out for other pedestrians who want to go to somewhere that's close by, or how does that look like? Parking is private, so you will need a sticker on the back of your windshield in order for them to verify that you work here. What about the team size? You mentioned about teams. How big would they usually be? Typically, you will have about 4 team members. And with that, you'll be coming in waves of 5. There will be about 20 people in total, entering about 4 waves. Keep mentioning about these waves. What is the terminology of that? Is it something that's more towards like when each people comes in, or I apologize because I just don't understand. Waves is a way we call like teams or groups of people coming in at one time. So you, for example, might be either put in the first or second wave, having different start times. And because that's all the time we have for today. Okay. Thank you for coming in. Me. All right. Thank you for having me once again, and goodbye.